leading the way with important local coverage. You're watching WISN 12 News at 10.
The polls are closed. The results are coming in tonight in the primary election. The top two candidates in each race move on to April.
12 News is leading the way with live Commitment 2020 coverage. Let's take a look at the latest numbers in the race for Milwaukee County Executive. All of the votes are in. Chris Larson and David Crowley will advance to the April general election, having defeated Theodore Lipscomb and Purnima Nath.
The race for Wisconsin Supreme Court is the only statewide race on the ballot. Incumbent Daniel Kelly advances tonight, along with Jill Karofsky. Ed Falone does not advance. The race for Milwaukee mayor is set. Incumbent Mayor Tom Barrett moves on with 50% of the vote. He'll go up against State Senator Lena Taylor, who has 31%.
And that's where we begin our live team coverage tonight.
12 News' Matt Smith is live at Lena Taylor's party in the Bronzeville neighborhood. Matt?
Patrick and Joyce, a good night for the Lena Taylor campaign as she is here still tonight with supporters joined live by Senator Lena Taylor. Senator, 31%, a great showing for a primary. How do you quickly brought in support to compete in a general election?
You know, we're going to continue on the grassroots. This really was a grassroots campaign, and we're going to continue to tell the message of transparency and inclusion and equity for all and building a Milwaukee that we can all be proud of.
We have a little bit of a delay here. The fans just see you coming on 12 News tonight. The mayor has a big war chest, as you know, and I'm sure he's willing to spend it. How do you compete money-wise in a small time frame leading to April?
I have to be very candid with you. We knew that when we came in the race. But what you can see today is that the majority of people across this city has said that they want a change. And if you look holistically at all of the races, that's the message from the people. So in the end, money cannot go in the polls and vote. Only the people can. And so I have the audacity of faith and hope that the people will continue to do what we've done in this grassroots campaign to move us forward.
Senator Taylor, congratulations tonight. We will see you on the campaign trail in the weeks to come. A night here not only of celebration, but also looking ahead to April. Patrick and Joyce.
All right, Matt Smith leading us off tonight.
Lena Taylor in state government since 2003. Now she may go into city government. Let's go live now to 12 News' Kent Wainscott. He is live with the incumbents campaign, Tom Barrett. Kent?
And a celebration here as well. Mayor Barrett, the top vote getter in this primary. He joins me now. Mayor, congratulations. What's your message to Milwaukee tonight?
Well, my message is we're going to continue to move this great city forward. I think people recognize the fact that we've added 20,000 jobs in this city. I think people recognize the fact that our violent crime rate has gone down 4 consecutive years in a row. I think people see that we're doing work on sustainability. We're going to have the largest solar farm in the history of the city of Milwaukee, and we're committed to early childhood education. So we've got some challenges, and we know we have challenges, and we want to see more family supporting jobs in the neighborhoods.
When the spotlight shines on the city, it's often because of downtown development, major projects that are happening. You called it a renaissance in the city. But tonight when you spoke with your supporters, you talked a lot about the neighborhoods and things that are going on there. Is that going to be the focus of this campaign?
Oh, absolutely, because I think that neighborhoods is where our strength lies. And I talked about that because I have the honor, and I mean that, I have the honor of being able to go to every neighborhood in the city. And what I see in every single neighborhood is I see people who love their kids and they want them to get a good education. And I see people who want to have family supporting jobs. And I see people who want to be safe. So there's far more that unites us than divides us. And I think if people want leadership that divides us, they can look to the national level. But I think we are much, much stronger as a community when we don't allow ourselves to be divided.
All right, Mayor, thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate it. The race is set for April. Mayor Tom Barrett, the incumbent against State Senator Lena Taylor. That's the showdown in the race for Milwaukee Mayor. Reporting live from the city's near northwest side, I'm Kent Wainscott, WISN 12 News.
Mayor Barrett is seeking his 5th term. We'll see what happens. Kent, thank you.
12 News also spoke with Tony Zielinski after his defeat tonight. He came in 3rd place with just 16% of the vote. Between his time on the county board and the Milwaukee Common Council, he's had 32 years of public service.
The things that I wanted to do, that we needed to do for the city of Milwaukee to move us forward and get us in the right direction, I could only do from the mayor's position. I was blocked too much, by the existing mayor, and so either I'm going straight for the mayor to get in the position where I could do the things that this city needs, or I'm moving on.
Zielinski would not tell 12 News what his future plans are or if he plans to support Mayor Barrett or State Senator Lena Taylor in the mayoral race. Now to the race for Milwaukee County Executive.
County Executive Chris Abele is not seeking re-election, so 4 people want that job. State Senator Chris Larson and State Representative David Crowley will advance to the April race. They both finished ahead of current County Board Chair Theodore Lipscomb and businesswoman Purnima Nath. 12 News' Derek Rose and Ben Wagner are following this race for us tonight.
First, Derek is live at the Larson camp near Walker's Point. Derek.
Yeah, Joyce, it's been a night of celebration here for supporters of State Senator Chris Larson in his victory and moving forward to the April 7th general election. Of course, this day started, as you mentioned, with 4 people on the ballot. Those numbers have now been weaned down to just 2 candidates, State Representative David Crowley as well as State Senator Chris Larson. After his victory speech here to supporters tonight, we got a chance to speak to him one-on-one as he outlined his vision moving forward between now and April. What's it going to take to get across the finish line to get your ultimate goal?
Yeah, well, I think we're going to continue to lay out a clear vision of where we stand on these issues. It's going to be about making sure that we continue to build the coalition that we've got. We have gotten the support of literally every single group that has endorsed so far in this race. I'm proud of my grassroots support, and we're going to continue to build it. We're going to continue to be in each of the 19 municipalities between now and April 7th.
And he says there is a lot of work to do between now and April 7th. He said today was just the first hurdle in his campaign. He said tonight is for celebration, but tomorrow it is back to work to reaching that ultimate goal of becoming the next Milwaukee County Executive. Live in Walker's Point, I'm Derek Rose, WISN 12 News.
All right, thanks very much, Derek.
Well, let's go live now to Ben Wagner at the David Crowley Watch Party in Bronzeville.
Yeah, Patrick, it was certainly a party here tonight, but the guest of honor never arrived. State Representative David Crowley was on the floor in Madison here this evening, so he was unable to make his victory speech here tonight, though in his place was Glendale Mayor Brian Kennedy, along with Crowley's wife Erica, accepting and talking to a very motivated crowd here tonight with a number of big-name supporters. Bucks VP Alex Lasry here in attendance, one of those supporters. The Milwaukee County DA John Chisholm was also here as well, and the current Milwaukee County Executive Chris Abele was here tonight. I spoke with him just a moment ago about some of the issues Milwaukee County is facing. What do you think that he could do to fix some of the other big problems that this county has?
Well, one of the big issues, obviously, we have is our revenue issue. I mean, it's not unique to the county. The city has the same issue. I continue to spend a lot of time talking to legislators, and I will continue that in Madison. But if we're going to get an answer, we need a legislator who's not going to simply throw stones, point fingers, and name call. We need a legislator who's got a proven track record of getting things done with the other side. And I'll tell you, you go to Madison, you're not going to find anyone who dislikes David Crowley.
And Chris Abele is actually in a similar position as David Crowley. He came in second in the 2016 primary, only to beat State Senator Chris Larson in the April general election by about 30,000 votes. It is certainly something this campaign here hopes will happen here and will repeat itself here in the next few weeks. Reporting live here at MLK and North in Milwaukee, I'm Ben Wagner, WISN 12 News.
And Abele throwing his financial support behind Crowley as well. Thank you, Ben.
Well, let's take a live look right now at the Theodore Lipscomb campaign near 55th and Good Hope Road. He did not earn enough votes tonight to move on to April.
Now to the race for Wisconsin Supreme Court. Jill Karofsky and Ed Falone wanted to replace incumbent Justice Daniel Kelly, but you see as the numbers there, Kelly and Karofsky are advancing 95% of the vote in. Kelly's ahead 50 to 37%.
And 12 News' Caroline Reinwald is with the Kelly campaign in Okauchee. Caroline?
Yeah, we're here at the Golden Mast Inn here in Okauchee, and Kelly is now thanking his supporters right behind me here for all the hard work they've done for him on this campaign. And again, yes, he will emerge as the victor tonight in this primary. He was appointed in 2016 by Governor Scott Walker as the only candidate supported by the right in this race. He's been outspoken on his support for gun rights. He is endorsed by the NRA, and he has also expressed his opposition to abortion. Now, tonight I asked him about that criticism by Judge Karofsky, who says that Kelly always knows how he's going to rule in a case before he steps foot in the courtroom. He told me he's never worked like that before. And again, tonight has been a great night for him. Listen to what he said to his supporters just minutes ago.
But the number of people that are going to turn out on April 7th is going to be many, many times what it was tonight. And that means we've got a whole lot of folks that we need to talk to yet. And we need to keep bringing to them this message of constitutional faithfulness, making sure that we keep all of our personal preferences and politics outside the courtroom, that when we put on that black robe, that our commitment becomes to apply nothing but the law, and the law only.
And with 95% of the precincts voting tonight, Kelly is emerging as the victor, as 50%. He will be continuing on in this race for the Wisconsin Supreme Court, and he is asking his supporters to come out in full support April 7th for Election Day. I'm reporting in Okauchee tonight. Caroline Reinwald, WISN 12 News.
And the winner will serve a 10-year term. Let's look at his challenger right now, Jill Karofsky. Her campaign is in Madison.
She came in second with 37% of the vote, advancing tonight. She's been a Dane County judge since 2017 and previously led the Crime Victim Services Office for the State Department of Justice. Even though this race is technically nonpartisan, the contest now pits a conservative, Kelly, against a liberal, Karofsky, in April's one-on-one contest.
They're going to call me every name in the book, and it's because they know what the people know, which is that we need to change the direction of the judicial system. We have got to get the Supreme Court in the state of Wisconsin back on track.
And as we mentioned, whoever wins the April 7th general election will get a 10-year term on the High Court.
Now we'll look at the results in the race for Wauwatosa mayor. All three of the candidates in this race have political experience. Dennis McBride and Nancy Welch are the two advancing to April's election. Voters in Muskego also voted for mayor, and a field of 5 candidates, Rick Petfowski and Don Dombrowski, are moving on.
And in Beaver Dam, 3 people ran for mayor. Again, the top 2 advanced. The incumbent, Becky Gluen, and Jeffrey Coleman will face off come April. We'll have more results in this newscast. They're also scrolling at the bottom of your screen and online at WISN.com.
Breaking news in Milwaukee. We are live on the scene of a crash at 6th and Layton involving a minivan. We know first responders pulled 2 people from the vehicle. Medics took them to Freighter Hospital. You can see the damage to that vehicle right there. We are working to learn more about the victims' conditions. And more breaking news, a semi and a snowmobile involved in a crash in Ozaukee County. That crash happened just after 7 o'clock on Wisconsin 57 North at Meadowlark Road, just south of Fredonia. The Ozaukee County Sheriff's Office tells 12 News that medics have not taken anyone to a hospital, but they will not say if there are any fatalities. We'll keep you updated with new information that we get during this newscast.
Weather Watch 12 now, temperatures are falling.
And Mark, wind chills will drop below 0 tonight.
Yeah, across most of the area, temperatures are falling pretty quickly now, especially if you're inland. It's going to be even colder. 27 degrees in Milwaukee. That's not that bad. It's going to get a lot colder as we head throughout the night. Northwesterly winds at 15, so our feels like temperature coming in at 15. By the morning hours, it's much worse. You can see those wind chills below 0 across the majority of the area. How long this cold lasts before we get back to the 40s coming up in Weather Watch 12.
Next at 10, tow lot trouble.
Video shows crooks ram a fence with a stolen pickup and knock a man to the ground. How police say it happened.
A former governor is out of prison. Rod Blagojevich walked out tonight hours after the president commuted his sentence.
The deputy crash that killed a Milwaukee Public Schools worker. How Milwaukee County Sheriff says he's taking action.
And later, the patient who stayed awake during brain surgery. Why doctors had her play the violin during the procedure.